Stalls back and they're off and running now. Dance Baby Dance has gone out quickly with Brooks Express. They'll head straight to the outside. Cash Cow will go out there with it with Wine Fever and also Save Me the Waltz. Over on the flat side here, and Amberline began well with Silk Pyjamas and Showing Speed the Grey. Smith's Falcon followed by Star Lily. Star Ender is getting back now, and further back in the race, La Delfina. Coming down the outside, Dance Baby Dance on the outside rail in front from Brooks Express, and 2 lengths Cash Cow. Then a gap in the race, Wine Fever, and well back was Save Me the Waltz as they go to the 450. Over on the flat side, Smith's Falcon took it up now. From after it, Silk Pyjamas, and back in the middle, Amberline, and then Star Lily from La Delfina, and well back in the race over on the inside, Starenda. 300 out, and on the outside, they're in front here, Dance Baby Dance from Brooks Express, and Cash Cow coming home late. Dance Baby Dance in front on the outside, a neck in front. Cash Cow after it, Dance Baby Dance ahead in front. Cash Cow picking it back, Dance Baby Dance in front. Dance Baby Dance, a neck on the line to Cash Cow. 4 away third, Brooks Express. They cleared right out from Save Me the Waltz, who finished up over on the inside with Star Lily, followed by Silk Pyjamas, Amberline, La Delfina and Starenda, and the last couple coming down the outside, Brooks Express pulling up quickly, and Absolute is Wine Fever.
Number 4 there, Dance Baby Dance from 1 and 3. 4 from 1 and 3. And here in New South Wales, number 4 should pay $2.40 and $1.20. It came into favourite eventually. Number 4, which was Dance Baby Dance, $2.40 and $1.20. Number 1, Cash Cow, $1.30, and Brooks Express at $5.10.
For Dance Baby Dance, $2.70, $1.30. Number 1, Cash Cow to pay $1.30, and 3 for third, Brooks Express to pay $3.70. New South dividends there.
And Dance Baby Dance, $2.40 and $1.20. Cash Cow, $1.30. Brooks Express, $5.10. The Quinella paid $3 on the numbers 1 and 4. The Trifecta, $63.90, and the Exacta, $6.50. Those margins and times to come through along with correct weight very, very shortly. Dr. Nick, we were talking...
National Racing Service.
Heard the latest.
Off and running now. Soul Queen and Scudder bounce quickly near the inside. Exponential couldn't go after the start, and Camargo's getting back with Flying Guy. Now looking for the front here is Triumph up outside Soul Queen and Scud. Going around the outside, Will You Dance, and wider out Mighty Way and Black Samurai. They're showing speed from Gold Road behind those of the 1400. Black Samurai whipped around the outside, took up the running, moved 2 lengths in front of Triumph. Soul Queen the inside, a length and a half, Tiger by the tail. Mighty Way, and on the inside then came Will You Dance, 2 for the back Scud. 1 then to Gold Road, 1 Berkhamsted, 1 and a half Zartiara. Then came Camargo. Brave Chief has ridden back now from Zabuan, followed by Winnings, Exponential and Flying Guy. Racing towards the 1100 metre mark, and the leader Black Samurai a length in front. Triumph has gone up second. They're followed by Tiger by the tail running third. 4th on the inside, Soul Queen. 3 to Mighty Way, who's in. Running 5th on the outside of Will You Dance. 2 further back Scud. 1 further back Gold Road, Berkhamsted. 2 then Zartiara. Camargo over on the inside. They're strung out now from Brave Chief. Well back is Exponential coming up to the home turn with Winnings out deep. Then Flying Guy, and Zabuan went back to the tail. At the 650 metre mark now, and Triumph going up to take this one on Black Samurai, and they slap on the speed. They've moved out about 3 or 4 lengths in front of Soul Queen. Over on the inside of Tiger by the tail, and further back Mighty Way Scud. Then came Will You Dance bottled up from Gold Road, and down the outside of Flying Guy and Brave Chief, and further back Winnings and Zabuan. Triumph and Black Samurai, 300 to go. They're 3 lengths in front of Mighty Way. Then Camargo, Gold Road, and further back Flying Guy and Brave Chief. Triumph and Black Samurai at the 200 metre mark. They're getting tired. They're a length and a half Mighty Way, and Camargo's getting up on the fence, and Flying Guy is out wider. They've got these leaders. Camargo, the inside, hit the front now from on the outside Triumph, and Camargo scored a half length to either Flying Guy or Triumph, and behind those is Scud. Then Black Samurai from Mighty Way, Brave Chief, and then Exponential. Further back Tiger by the tail, Gold Road. Will You Dance from Zabuan, Zartiera never came into the play, followed by Winnings. Then Soul Queen with Berkhamsted, who are back to the tail.
Number 2, Camargo, is going to pay a dividend of $11.70, $3.20. 5 Flying Guy showing $3.80, and 16 Triumph was showing $27.
Number
2 Camargo, $9.50 and 3 even. 5 for second, Flying Guy, $3.40, and 16 Triumph, $21 even.
Flying Guy, and the third goes to the outsider here, Triumph, which would be number 16. There it goes now, 2, 5 and 16 and 147.8. Well, those two leaders got away from the 700-metre mark, and they were Triumph taking on Black Samurai. They were starting to wobble at the 200, and it got up for those that could finish. And the closer was Camargo, with Mertens just probably getting scud a little tight, but he got back to the inside. But a good ride by Pete. Flying Guy further out on the outside of Mighty Way. And Camargo has scored from Flying Guy, who's only a nose in front of Triumph, who under the circumstances has run a great race, because it was up punching for the front with Black Samurai when they turned for home. 2, 5 and 16. Number 10 is officially fourth, and that was Black Samurai. And fifth in number 1, Mighty Way. Zatiara got back, never came into it. Brave Chief was ridden back, looked a fluking hope when it got up to about 5th, 6th position at the 300-metre mark, but Camargo finished off, and he won the race by going back to the fence. P. Mertens might have had scud a little tight, but he's got the prize.
This is the national race.
And they're off and running this time, and Natoir won the start with General Nadim. Natoir's going to go straight to the outside. In fact, the 5 will track over there. General Nadim has gone away quickly. He's going to be keeping up with Natoir. They got out 2.5 in front now from Toledo and Mr. Victory, and 2 monopolised last of all. The 5 runners coming down the outside rail, and Natoir leads a half length to General Nadim second. 1.5 poised right behind them. Toledo in the green colours third. 3/4 further back Mr. Victory, and 2 monopolised last of all. As they come to the 600-metre mark, and Natoir on the outside fence, a half length in front. General Nadim is travelling up on the outside. Him under a fair hold at the moment, the General. Toledo has to switch off their heels. He'll have to come to the inside of them now, and 2 lengths further back monopolise. It's Natoir and General Nadim. They're both under pressure, and now Toledo switches from behind them, and he's starting to pick up quickly at the 300-metre mark. General Nadim is gone, I'd say. Natoir in front, but Toledo's got them. Toledo's raced up to Natoir from General Nadim. Mr. Victory battling on. Monopolise in front of him, but he's dashed away now, Toledo. It's all over. Monopolised to second, followed by Natoir. But Toledo scorches home by 2.5 monopolised. 3 away third is Natoir, then General Nadim, and 5 lengths to Mr. Victory last of all in 1.8.1.
1.8.1 and winner 3 Toledo racing very well. 261.40. 2 monopolised, 290. No third for 4.
And on Super Tab, 3 Toledo, 280 and 150, 2 monopolised, $2.60. There'll be no third for 4 Natoir.
Till about the 300-metre mark, Natoir and General Nadim, they were both under pressure, and Toledo just hooked from behind them. There was no room to go through, so he had to hook 3 horses off the outside fence, quickly picked them up. And this greatly improved galloper Toledo was scorched away to run a brilliant 1.8.1 for the straight 1200. Number 2, Monopolised, coming home strongly. No match for the winner second. And third for Natoir, bounced quickly, went to the outside with General Nadim outside him. Third is Natoir, and fourth in is General Nadim. Officially fourth, but struggling a fair way out, and last of the 5 is Mr. Victory. So where to now for this horse Toledo? It just makes you wonder as to where he'll go now. He's looking for 1400 clearly now, but he's raced right away from Monopolised. He was eased down by Payne in the run of the post to win at about 2.5. I'll monopolise. If he is going to Hong Kong, he'll be a great force over there again. They'd be through with that run at the end of the race there by the 8-year-old. And into third placing went Natoir, who scorched and quickly bounced and went straight to the outside fence. Yes, the Hong Kong Bowl in 95 and 96 at Sha Tin in early December have been the 2 wins for Monopolise. And you'd say that he's right on song at 8 years of age to get an invite and go back there yet again. And be very hard to beat just looking at that run. Let's have a look for the totes. The winner Toledo.
Winner Toledo has paid 2.
Back, and they're off and running. They've come out in a good line with Blue Biscay dropping back after the jump away, and one of the first away here. And Kona Edition bounced out in front with Vain Naribo going forward. Up running second now, and they're followed further back by Busy Toy. Crepitus going around the outside from Colourful Guy, and Abstaining Tigers now pushing forward. Settling down, and in Kona Edition led now from Vain Naribo. Abstaining Tiger is 3 out, a length further back than Colourful Guy, with Busy Toy and Crepitus a length further back, and the race then came racing deep as Blue Max, and they're followed just off those by Inkamala. Calistair just off midfield, and further back is Grecian on the outside of Travelot, followed by Blue Biscay, who's well back in the race and impressed me last of all. At the 700-metre mark they race, and the leader Ancona Edition now from Vain Naribo. Colourful Guy back on the inside, Abstaining Tiger 3 out, 4 out Crepitus, and further back then moving up is Busy Toy in the middle, followed further back by Inkamala. Blue Max deep further back in the race. At the head of the others, Calistair, followed by they're followed further back by Carolanza and Grecian and Travelot. They're all looking for runs in the straight. Vain Naribo quickly got to the front of the 300-metre mark now for Ancona Edition, and Busy Toy further out from Travelot, and now Calistair into the clear. Travelot is finishing off well. The leader Vain Naribo. Travelot is after it on the outside. It's going to be the danger. Vain Naribo in front. Travelot is pegging it back. Travelot got to Vain Naribo, and Travelot right on the line wins a half-head. Vain Naribo 2 away. Third is Busy Toy from Carolanza and Calistair every chance. Then Ancona Edition impressed me. Inkamala. Colourful Guy further back in the race then. Blue Biscay followed by Abstaining Tiger. Well back then Grecian. Crepitus dropped out, and near the tail is Blue Max.
5 Travelot, 6.30, 2.20, 3 Vain Naribo, 1.90, and 2 Busy Toy to pay 3.20.
And on Super Tab, number 5, Travelot, another winner to Ron Hawkswell trackside there at Flemington. At each way odds, $6 and 1.80, 3 Vain Naribo, 2.50, 2 Busy Toy, 2.30.
Number 5, Vain Naribo hit the front over Ancona Edition. Has battled on, just gone down, number 3. And the third placing coming up, number 2, and that's Busy Toy. So the numbers here, 5, 3 and 2. 5, 3 and 2.
Winner 5, Travelot, is paid 6.30 for the win, and 2.20 place through Vain Naribo, 1.90, and 2 Busy Toy at 3.20. Quinella 21.90, Exacta $47, and the trifecta $211.50. $211.50. Margins, times, and weight to come. Race 4 at Flemington.
National Racing.
Racing. Queen Ruby seemed to jump in the air a little and may have missed it slightly. Isker away brilliantly here. Goes spending, showing speed and showing good speed down on the outside. Denari with My Juliet, and going forward Palace Glow. With those as Time Killer on the outside. Denari going up as Palace Glow, and now Time Killer's going to get across. When they come down towards the 850-metre mark, Time Killer up outside Palace Glow. Up to third is Isker, 2 lengths further back. Goes spending, Denari, My Juliet, and then Natural Is My Name as they come down with about 700 to go. Marty's Magic further back in the race as they come down now with about 600 out, and Hindu Dancer last of all. On the outside fence, Palace Glow with Time Killer. Isker a length off those, followed by Denari behind the leaders. Then Goes Spending by Juliet. Further back then Queen Ruby back on the inside with Natural Is My Name, and Marty's Magic there right across the track with Isker quickly going up to join them and hitting the front now. Isker, she's moved a length and a half in front of My Juliet. Palace Glow has gone, Marty's Magic, and back on the inside then Denari. Isker, he pulls the whip. She finds a bit. She draws a length and a half in front from Denari, followed by My Juliet, and then came Palace Glow, but Isker a mile too good, and Isker a very good filly, wins 3.5 Denari. Third home is Palace Glow from My Juliet, Marty's Magic, Queen Ruby, Natural Is My Name. Time Killer dropped out from Hoodoo Dancer, and last of all is Go Spending.
2 Isker, 160, 120. Number 8, Denari to pay 160, and 5 Palace Glow to pay 13.30.
2 Isker, 170, 130, 8 Denari, 150, and number 5 for third, Palace Glow, 1080.
He's won easily from Denari, number 8, and third 5 Palace Glow. 2, 8 and 5. 2, 8 and 5 here at Flemington. Pretty soft work that. Came down towards the 300-metre mark, and she'd gone up 3 off the outside fence. Had Time Killer and Palace Glow beaten. Denari followed her through. And those back nearer the centre of the track weren't pulling any ground. My Juliet was battling on pretty well, but he let her down at the tower, Charles, and she quickly put 2 to 3 lengths on Denari, My Juliet and Palace Glow, and she's had a very soft word. He never touched her. Hands and heels to win about 3.5 to 4 lengths over Denari and Palace Glow, and running 1.94, and she certainly could have improved on that. That's easy work for her, Isker, which, of course, is a 3-year-old bay filly that's had 5 runs for 3 wins. Probably should be unbeaten. She's going from strength to strength, and she's run right up to the form when she beat Sozzled in fast time on Cox Plate Day. She jumped quickly, found leaders, and he never, ever hit this filly. Just watching the head-on picture here from the 10 network. In fact, he just gave her one crack behind the tail, 2 cracks behind the tail, just to keep a mind on the job, but basically hands and heels and not overtaxed. The daughter of Rory's Jester to go away and win comfortably. Number 2. She's by Rory's Jester from My First Star. A Carly on mare, bred by Swettenham, raced by Swettenham, the syndicate, the manager Robert Sangster. And she tacks on 39,000 onto the 109.
All right, we'll leave Flemington there and have some totes for you in a moment. Now at Hawkesbury, confirming in race 6, number 6 Rustic Art is now Tony Cavallo. Race 6, number 6 Rustic Art is now Tony Cavallo replacing B York, who can't make the weight. Third race at Clare is due in around 5.5 minutes.
And having a look at the update for that next on the program at Clare.
Gates are back and they're off and running in the Oaks now, and Grand Archway and Apogee Storm bounced out quickly. Toy Carousel went forward after the start, and so too did Rose of War. Coming from the outside, Rose of Dane down to the winning post. Toy Carousel kept the lead now from Rose of War, Grand Archway, and Rose of Dane is wide, and Dane Lara's out 5 wide going out of the straight. Over on the inside then Zarzabel with It Love to Honour. A length and a half further back than Apogee Storm outside Kuro Jade. Carmenes second last, throwing the head about, and last of all Confer. Up the riverside and going to the front is Rose of Dane. Rose of Dane in front in the Oaks and moved 2 lengths in front now from Dane last second. A length into Toy Carousel third. They're followed by Grand Archway and Rose of War moving up in the middle. One further back is Zarzabel, followed further back in the race by Love to Honour. Then Kuro Jade on the inside, a length and a half Apogee Storm. Then came Confer, who's back second last to the riverside at the 1700. And last of all is Carmenesque. A nice even tempo at the 1600 metre mark now. And Hall slows them up in front here on Rose of Dane. It led by just over a length now to Dane last second. Over on the inside, Toy Carousel running third, then Grand Archway. She was caught out and she had to go forward now to be up running fourth. One off the fence, followed by Zarzabel fifth. A length further back, Rose of War running 6 to the outside, then Kuro Jade. Outside, It Love to Honour, 2 lengths, Apogee Storm. A length further back, Confer, and last of all is Carmenesque. At Chiquita Lodge in the Oaks at the 1200 metre mark, near the halfway mark. And in a new rollout in front here, it's Rose of Dane by a length and a half. Second, the stablemate Dane Lar on the outside there of Toy Carousel. She's getting a nice run third, the fence. A length and a half, Grand Archway fourth. A length further back than Zarzabel. It's running fifth, sixth, the outside, Rose of War. Then Kuro Jade, followed by Love to Honour. Apogee Storm further back, second last at the 950 metre mark would have been Confer, and Carmenes last of all. Heading towards the 800 metre mark, no change in the order here in the Oaks. And it's Rose of Dane nearly a length in front. Now on the outside, Dane Lar. Then Toy Carousel third on the inside of Grand Archway. Further back in the race then came Kuro Jade, Love to Honour. Pulled to the outside, Apogee Storm and Love to Honour. They've pulled out very deep when they start to sprint up in front and come to the turn. Rose of Dane down on the inside from Dane Lar. Grand Archway and Toy Carousel trying to get out. Then further out is Rose of War and Kuro Jade. They're across the track. Dane Lar under some pressure with Rose of Dane and Rose of War. Rose of War, Grand Archway, and in the middle Kuro Jade. They've hit the front now from Zarzabel coming home late. Grand Archway and Rose of War. Rose of War and Grand Archway. Grand Archway a neck in front. Rose of War picking it back. Grand Archway is lifting. Grand Archway in front in the Oaks. Grand Archway's just won. Wins it ahead. Rose of War 2 away. Third Zarzabel. Then Confer further back in the race. Toy Carousel. Kuro Jade followed by Dane Lar and Rose of Dane. Carmenes followed by Love to Honour. And Apogee Storm is last of all. It's a photo.
2 Grand Archway to pay 770, 220. Number 6 second Rose of War 240. 12 third Zarzabel 430.
On Super Tab, that Wakeful form's good again. 2 Grand Archway 770 and 240. Number 6 Rose of War 250 and 12 for third Zarzabel 290.
For second, number 12 is third. 2, 6 and 12. Number 2 has got the photo. Grand Archway, number 2. Opie Bossum has won his first Group 1 race in Australia. She's completed the double of the Wakeful and the Oaks. And she settled down to a great battle as they got down with 300 to go. It was Dane Lar, Rose of Dane, Kuro Jade, Rose of War making a line of 4. And then Grand Archway spearing through nearer the inside. And she and Rose of War came away to fight the Oaks out over the last 200. And this magnificent apprentice jockey from New Zealand.
Coming up to Woomba.
Absolute poetry and motion in the saddle. Has he got a future, this rider? He has lifted this filly home. And she has won number 2 and number 2 Grand Archway. Opie Bossum
Well, we have to leave it there. 1 Lord Antrona at Clare, 3:10 and 160.
OK, we'll update that Clare event before we go even. And down at the bottom, 9 Vatican Express, 672 even with selections 1, 2, 4 as we join Toowoomba.
La Topaz goes out.
They missed the jump away about 2 lengths. The other runners have come away quickly. My Kahuna King is showing speed and Smart Banker is digging up on the inside of Typhoon. Brindle Moose lost a bit of ground and Lord Zephyr was going back to second last in the early point. My Kahuna King in front, moving around the outside now. Going forward or on the outside of those now is Touch of Mahogany and further out is Episode. Big Mac is out very deep as Touch of Mahogany took it up from My Kahuna King. Episode third, a length and a half further back. Gothic Titan fifth. On the inside of Big Mac, a length and a half Classic Secret. Smart Bank at the inside and they're a couple of lengths in front now from Typhoon. Outside it going along the back of the track would have been the Bookmaker. 2 further back in the race then came in the middle there My Jasper, followed by Brindle Moose back inside it. 3 deep the outside our Cracker Jack and the last couple Sir Grey. And last of all is Lord Zephyr as they come off the back of the 950. Touch of Mahogany 1.5 in front now from My Kahuna King second. 2 lengths to Gothic Titan getting the run of the race over on the inside of Episode and they're followed further out on the track there by Big Mac and further back Smart Banker on the inside of Classic Secret. Our Cracker Jack is racing wide and they're followed back behind those by Typhoon coming up to the turn from the Bookmaker. Lord Zephyr a fair way back, followed by My Jasper who's back nearer the tail coming around the home turn. On the bend 600 metres to go. Touch of Mahogany from My Kahuna King. A length Episode. Gothic Titan trying to get out. Then our Cracker Jack from further back. Smart Banker trying to get a run. Down the middle My Jasper starting to come home well in a gap in the race. Sir Grey. It's My Jasper out deep now, looming up to Touch of Mahogany, and My Jasper's taken the lead now from Gothic Titan back inside Touch of Mahogany. Episode Sir Grey and My Kahuna King, but My Jasper got clear at the 100-metre mark. It looked home. 2 in front of Sir Grey and Gothic Titan. My Jasper too good. My Jasper by 2 lengths in the run home. Sir Grey second. Third's pretty tight. Typhoon are on the inside. Gothic Titan. Touch of Mahogany Episode and further back the Bookmaker. A good gap in the race then to My Kahuna King. Brindle Moose. Well back our Cracker Jack and then Classic Secret. Smart Banker didn't come on. Well back Lord Zephyr at the last 2 Big Mac and with it is Ratheneur.
Winner there, 10 My Jasper, 620, 230. 4 Sir Grey, 340. And third was a photo, 2 Typhoon, 260, 12. Gothic Titan was there at 280 and a few others.
Number 10, My Jasper, to return $7 the win, $2.60 the place. 4 Sir Grey, $3. Those for third, 2 Typhoon, $2.80, or number 12, Gothic Titan, $2.50.
And made its run charge down the centre. Touch of Mahogany, My Kahuna King from Episode. Larry Cassidy, hands and heels. For wait on the second number to go up. Number 4 gets second, number 4 Sir Grey. And waiting on the print for third, but it quickly picked them up. Gothic Titan then started to get up on the inside. But it was full of running and it shot 2 lengths in front. Sir Grey got to second. Gothic Titan was back on the inside, starting to weaken and...
Right, we'll stand by for third. It's 10-4 and a photo. Now, Toowoomba's in 30 seconds. It'll be...
That will be followed by the next on the program from Clare at 3:35.
Stalls are back there racing now. Likaroo on the inside and Dancing Sculptor bounced out quickly. Cerberus showing speed after the start and Irish Peak was going back with Arctong after the jump away and Rich Pickings drifting back to third last. Going around the outside, Deerfield took it up now from Cergus Likaroo. Knight's Tale moving up in the middle with Dancing Sculptor followed by Matego. Western Outlaw the inside go with the flow a length and a half further back. Jade Start on the outside of Rambar. Then Stonington Irish Peak followed further back by Cotton on Flyer, Italian Affair, Rich Pickings. 2 last of all to Arctong. The pace is on. Cerberus goes up on the outside to head off Deerfield. 2.5 further back is Knight's Tale third. A length and a half further back Likaroo. They back the speed off now and then Dancing Sculptor and Martago 3 deep. Western Outlaw inclined to get its head up on the outside there of Go with the Flow. Rambar is going deep as they drop the speed in front. Further back Stonington. Around Jade Start followed by Irish Peak. Then Rich Pickings is well back in the race followed by Cotton on Flyer, Italian Affair and Arctong 2 lengths for the way last. last of all, 600 out. Cerberus led now from Knight's Tail, and Matego's been wide. He goes up 3 out and 4 out as Western Outlaw. Rambar and Stonington in the green with the white cap, the widest runner. Deerfield locked away back inside like a roof from Go With The Flow. In the straight and back in the middle there as giving a crack with a whip would have been Jade Start. Cerberus just in front from Western Outlaw. Jade Start back on the inside. Knight's Tail from Go With The Flow. Cerberus the leader on the outside. Western Outlaw levelling up, and Go With The Flow is getting a run through in the middle. Go With The Flow hit the front now from Western Outlaw. Rich Pickings and Jade Start. Rich Pickings has flown and got up. Rich Pickings has grabbed Go With The Flow to win. It's Rich Pickings from either Go With The Flow, Jade Start and Western Outlaw. He's got up to win the toppy. Behind them, Sir Chris, followed further back by Knight's Tail, Irish Peak, Matego, Dancing Sculptor, Italian Affair, Rambar, Deerfield, Actong, Stonington, well back Cotton on Flyer, and Likaroo is near the tail.
One Rich Pickings to pay $5.90, 210. Now it's a three-way go. The minors, 8 Go With The Flow, showing at $4.60. 10 Jade Start was showing $2.20. 3 Western Outlaw, $1.80.
On the Super Tab, 1 Rich Pickings, $5.60, and for the place has paid $1.90. 8 Go With The Flow, $4.50. 10 Jade Start to return $2.30. Daily double combination there, 2 and 1 to pay $19.30.
Pickings about 3 lengths off them, out in the centre, and Go With The Flow just drove through, grabbed Western Outlaw, and then Rich Pickings with Jade Start inside him picked them up, and he's got up to win right on the post. For the minors, probably Go With The Flow from either Jade Start and Western Outlaw, but it's 1 and a photo. Big effort. Rich Pickings, number 8, gets second after the print. Number 8, that's Go With The Flow. And number 10, Jade Start, has got third, just ahead of Western Outlaw. 1, 8 and 10. 1, 8, 10. Another big effort by this horse. Ridden by Lincoln Coffey, carried 58 as he did at Caulfield. He came from a clear last and a dead track, and today, likewise, he's come from the back of the field. He's got a short, sharp sprint, but...
And came with a big run, Rich Pickings, $5.90 and 210. Second.
They're off and racing in the final event here, and they jumped in a good line. Danzig's Pleasure began very quickly. A few racing up towards the front, hit and run over on the inside, and wider out here going forward now as Morissette, and with those pushing up on the inside now as Vitamins. Vitamins got the lead. Just in front now from on the outside of it, going up now, Morissette to head it off. Morissette now led from Vitamins, Danzig's Pleasure, Chow Baby, High Real and Gillo. Further back, hit and run, Bung Lung. Then Barik further back in the race. Then came Sakinthos Girl, Whiskey Glow. Well back in the race then came Graceful Emma. Then Skyrocket Kashina last of all, 800 out. Vitamins on the inside of Morissette, 2 to Chow Baby. 1 further back in the race, Danzig's Pleasure. They're followed by High Royale and then Gillo on the outside of Bung Lung. Hit and run the inside, Gillo a little deep. Further back then Barik coming up to the turn, followed by Graceful Emma. Well back Sakinthos Girl. Second last Skyrocket, and last of all Kashina. Into the straight, Morissette on the outside, got a half in front at the 400 metre mark now and got clear from Vitamins, from Danzig's Pleasure, Chow Baby. Out in the middle, High Royale, followed by Gillo and Varik down the outside at the 200 metre mark, and the leader is Morissette. Chow Baby going up to it. Gillo and Varik is wider out, finishing off pretty well. Then Graceful Emma, Chow Baby the inside, just in front from Gillo, Varik, and Whiskey Glow is wider out. Chow Baby in front, coming in at Varik, and wider out is Graceful Emma and Whiskey Glow. They're flown. Graceful Emma, Whiskey Glow have grabbed on the inside, Chow Baby and Varik, and a terrific finish to the last. Behind them, Skyrocket from Gillo, then High Royale from Morissette, followed by Bung Lung, Danzig's Pleasure, Sakinthos Girl, Hit and Run, Kashina, Gillo pulling up quickly, and Vitamins near the tail. Great finish.
We'll stay with Brian.
Last here, Whiskey Glow and Graceful Emma. Flashing down the outside here, Graceful Emma and Whiskey Glow picking up Chow Baby and Varik. And a terrific finish to the final event. Judge calling for the photo. And these two, Whiskey Glow and Graceful Emma, they're flown. And they're the principal two here, Whiskey Glow and Graceful Emma, and Whiskey Glow gets it. Number 14, Whiskey Glow.